What is up everyone, I'm Demon Cringe, and today I wanted to talk about the future of Cartoon Network, most notably the shows that are going to be coming, and if they have learned their lesson from the previous blunders that they've already done. So it's obviously not a huge surprise that a lot of the shows that have debuted at the beginning of the Cartoon Network Renaissance in the early 2010s will be ending soon, unfortunately. Adventure Time will be having its final episode in 2018, Gumball and Uncle Grandpa are still going on, but we don't know when that might end, and Steven Universe has so far had its Wanted arc, which was pretty awesome. I might make a video on that one. I kind of want that show to go a little bit longer to actually wrap things up, although the other shows can basically end whenever they like it, you know. Like with Adventure Time, obviously they have everything done already, they just have to release the episodes, and Gumball and Uncle Grandpa, they're basically kind of comedic shows about nothing, so they can just end whenever they feel like it. Now let's actually take some time to talk about these shows that are confirmed to be coming soon, either in this year or in 2018. Some of the shows that are confirmed are Apple and Onion, Craig of the Creek, DC Superhero Girls, the Mega Man cartoon, OKKO Let's Be Heroes, Summer Camp Island, and Unikitty. Now, the thing is, a lot of people are actually speculating that Cartoon Network may actually be heading for like a second renaissance, which is because a lot of the cartoons that are confirmed to come soon, or at least the cartoons that we already know are coming soon, you know, there may be other bad ones behind the scenes that are still not being announced, but for what we see right now, there are more good ones than bad ones. So first off, we have Apple and Onion, a show about two best friend roommates, an apple and a green onion, that basically try to do some fun stuff to get ahead in life and all that. It's pretty much akin to like a regular show without the crazy things that happen in the episodes, and kind of like the TV show Workaholics, which is actually pretty good. I highly recommend you watch it. The pilot episode on CN's official YouTube channel, you can go watch that as well. It's basically about Apple and Onion getting out of bed and trying to go to a party, but unfortunately they have been called to be too immature, so they try to do these outrageous antics to try to seem mature, and then at the end of the day they just have to learn to just be themselves, and that's all well and cool. It's a pretty good moral and overall a pretty humorous episode. I really do like this style of show, you know, the whole kind of show about nothing. Basically the regular show formula. Now, the second show is Craig of the Creek, that is scheduled to debut in 2018, which a lot of people are actually excited for because it is actually being made by two former people that have worked on Steven Universe, Matt Burnett and Ben Levin, which is on honesty pretty cool. It's kind of like what's happening with some of the Adventure Time animators. They're going off to work on their own things, or they're working on other people's cartoons, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, we don't know too much about it. The plot of the show is actually pretty interesting, in my opinion, because it kind of reminds me of Kids Next Door, but instead of actually being about kids living with adults and all that stuff, it's basically like the whole world is like wilderness, and Craig has his like two best friends, where they go out and have adventures with different tribes of children that have tree forts and dirt bike ramps, which is actually pretty cool. Of course, tree forts, tree houses, you know, like all ruled by kids, kind of Kids Next Door. And to be totally honest, I'm actually kind of excited about this show as well, because like, of course, it is pretty cool that it's being worked on by two former Steven Universe people. But the fact that it's gonna have a plot like this that kind of reminds me of Kids Next Door is actually very interesting to me. I really want another Kids Next Door style cartoon, or at least another cartoon that kind of reminds me of that, especially since the Kids Next Door never really ended, which really sucks. I feel that there's gonna be like another Samurai Jack type of thing going on with that. We can only hope. And now the third show that we have on the lineup is actually kind of funny because this show actually released in 2015, and it says that on the Wikipedia page that the original network was YouTube. I never really saw anything of this show, and this is pretty much the first time I'm reading about it. Basically what the wiki says is that DC Superhero Girls is an American superhero action figure franchise created by DC Comics and Mattel that launched in the third quarter of 2015. So I guess that this was only made to sell toys, of course, and now it's actually getting its own greenlit TV show. I really don't know too much about it, but I don't know, I guess it might be good. I mean, they do have Tara Strong voice acting in it, so I guess that's a plus. She actually voice acted two of the characters in the show, those being Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. But the thing that really makes me scratch my head about this cartoon is that when this show goes to TV, will it like become its own like a separate thing from the show on YouTube, or will it like continue? Because if it actually kind of continues, I don't think a lot of people gonna be up to speed about it. I really don't think a lot of people will know about the previous episodes, because this show is already into its 3rd season, and if you actually go to season 3 on the wiki page, pretty much all of the episodes have been released. The last one on June 1st, so I really don't know what the hell is going to go on with this show. Like, again, I say, is it going to start as its own thing from like season 1? Or is it just going to be a continuation of the web series? Because if it's going to be a continuation of the web series, I really don't think it's gonna fare all that well. You know, it's like they debut a new show with like season 4, like people are gonna be asking, where the hell is the other stuff? The next cartoon on the lineup is of course the new upcoming Mega Man cartoon, and I know this may seem as a shocker to some people, but I'm really not all that interested in it because, again, shocker, I really haven't played any of the Mega Man games. I don't know why, but I just haven't got around to them, you know? It's, I really don't know what to say about it. It's like, if you're a huge Mega Man fan, you're probably gonna like it. It's like, from what I've seen, you know, like, the show actually does look pretty nice. The animation isn't bad. I honestly really don't know how they're gonna end up doing it. Are they gonna do the show based on the storyline from the games? Or are they gonna try to put their own spin on it? I really don't know. The next one on the line is OKKO, Let's Be Heroes, that is scheduled to premiere in August of this year, which is pretty awesome since it's the only one that's actually confirmed to have a set month release for this year. The thing is, I gotta say, this cartoon looks absolutely top-notch. I really love all the webisodes that they made. I cannot wait for this show to be on TV. I'll gotta watch every single fucking episode of it. Basically, both OKKO and Apple and Onion are kind of successors to regular show in their certain fields. Like, Apple and Onion is in the vibe of, you know, slice of life, two buddies basically trying to get ahead in life, and OKKO is like a good successor in the type of, you know, the weird stuff that happens during the episodes, which is pretty awesome. And when Apple and Onion and OKKO basically debut, I kinda do hope that they do a crossover, because it will be pretty funny, and it would be a huge nod to a regular show because it will have both elements. The cartoons are basically kinda like, if you take a regular show and split it up into two, it cannot be Apple and Onion and OKKO. So the show is basically about this kid called KO, who tries to become a fighting hero, and working at a place called Liquid Plaza, along with this huge band of friends who are also fighting characters, and they try to teach him power moves and all that stuff. It's gonna be really cool when it actually debuts in like full-length episodes instead of just short webisodes. And also the art style of the show is actually pretty cool. So the next one on the list is Summer Camp Island, which in all honesty I really don't think is kinda like my thing. It's like, when you take a look at the art style, obviously, you know, it's like targeted towards a much younger demographic. To me, it basically seems like it's trying to be like, try to convey that sort of Adventure Time style vibe, because it takes place in a world where like everything is all weird and junk. The show is basically about this one kid who gets sent to summer camp by his mom and starts making friends with some of the other campers and goes on these wacky adventures. Now, I don't know if the show will actually follow a set storyline, or will it be kind of like one-off episodes. We'll have to wait and see. It does actually look kind of nice, but again, like I said, when you take a look at this show, you can obviously see that it's targeted towards a much younger demographics, so I really don't know if I'm gonna personally like it all that much. I don't know, there may be some cool things. We'll just have to wait and see. You can tell me your opinion down in the comments. And of course, the last cartoon on the lineup is, of course, the very El Cheapo looking cartoon, Unikitty. Oh boy. I can already tell what kind of show this is gonna be, ladies and gentlemen. Cheap flash animation, overly cutesy characters, chibi style basically. Yeah, I can sense that this cartoon is also trying to capitalize on the whole Teen Titans Go thing, but I think it's gonna blow up in their face. And that pretty much goes hand in hand with what I said. You know, I basically said that the lineup really doesn't look all that bad, you know, like only one of them I can definitively say it really does look bad, you know. The other cartoons, we're gonna have to wait and see how they turn out, but Unikitty just looks like one of those really cheap flash animated cash-ins and all that. The show is literally based on a character from the Lego Movie. Yes, everyone, a movie that is years and years old and no one really cares about it anymore, but for some reason, they decided to make a whole show centered around one of the characters. A genius idea, am I right, everyone? Oh, and by the way, the worst thing about it is, I really don't know why the hell she takes horrible jobs like this, but Tara Strong is gonna be voice acting Unikitty. I honestly don't know why the hell she would take something like this. In my opinion, I kinda wouldn't take if I were in her shoes, because she already has voice acted in Teen Titans Go, and when you voice act in cartoons that are just as bad as Teen Titans Go, it's not really a hugely positive impact on your career. But hey, who knows, maybe Unikitty may turn out to be somewhat decent, you know, at least Tara Strong's voice acting makes bad cartoons listenable. So in closing, I do gotta say, from this lineup right here, I really do think that the future shows for Cartoon Network do actually look pretty good, with the exception of Unikitty, that kind of looks El Cheapo-ish and all that stuff, but it kind of looks like they've learned their lesson from the cheap cash grabs like Teen Titans Go and Powerpuff Girls the remake. I honestly hope that they will stick to this formula and try to greenlit even more and more good shows, like, for example, Infinity Train. Come the hell on Cartoon Network. I know that you know that we all want it, so give it to us, goddammit. And everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and press the little bell icon. And as always, I'm Deviant Cringe, and I'll be seeing you guys and girls in the next video.